Sir Peter said the inquiry had specifically requested WhatsApp messages from Mr McGrail and other Royal Gibraltar police officers early in the process. He said only Superintendent Paul Richardson complied, but the rest, including Mr McGrail, did not, depriving the inquiry of evidence it should have had the opportunity to test under cross-examination. Sir Peter said Mr McGrail's justification, that he didn't consider them relevant, was not credible, especially given Mr McGrail's rank, his background as a senior detective, and his well-documented tendency to preserve material.
That is simply, in the government party's view, not a good enough justification for such an obvious and serious failure, which has continued over more than 2 years, and it is simply too convenient, too implausible, and too self-serving.
He also noted that Mr McGrail sat silently while his legal team launched strong accusations against others, including the Chief Minister and James Levy KC, for allegedly failing to disclose WhatsApps, despite Mr McGrail's failure to disclose similar evidence. Sir Peter said this damaged Mr McGrail's credibility and suggested an intent to mislead both the inquiry and the public.
Despite all this, sir, Mr McGrail sat content and unmoved whilst his lawyers launched an attack on the Chief Minister, Mr Levy and Mr Vaglietto, 3 senior individuals in this community, for not disclosing relevant WhatsApp chats between themselves. This, even though Mr Picardo, Mr Levy and Mr Vaglietto were only suspected by him of having WhatsApp chats that they were not disclosing, whereas he himself had certainly failed to disclose relevant WhatsApp chats.
Messages that have since been disclosed, Sir Peter argued, showed that Mr McGrail had already decided to retire by the end of May 2020, contradicting his earlier claim that the decision came on the 5th of June. These messages made it clear, he said, that Mr McGrail's primary concern was securing a dignified exit and preserving his pension, not resisting pressure from government figures.
The WhatsApp messages between Mr McGrail and Mr Royal just show that Mr McGrail had, at least by the 29th of May and probably earlier, decided to retire and thereafter worked to ensure that he would be allowed to do so on the best possible financial terms. Far from seeking to stay on as Commissioner of Police, his concern was that he may not be allowed to retire, but would instead be sacked. An understandable concern, but a different concern. Therefore, nothing that occurred after the date when Mr McGrail decided to retire, for whatever reason, such as the alleged abuse or exercise of statutory powers by the governor or failure to await the arrival of the new governor, could possibly have been the reason for him deciding to do what he had already previously decided to do.
Sir Peter concluded that Mr McGrail's late disclosure, paired with deleted files, missing devices and a general downplaying of WhatsApp's importance across the RGP, should allow the inquiry to draw strong inferences about his credibility, intentions and the strength of his case.